Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here for the Midnight Thunder Series by the Sim500 Racing League. Ready to get going here once again for another season of the Midnight Thunder Series. 10 races on tap for this season. Talladega, and we'll talk about the rest of them here in just a minute. Join with me in the booth here tonight. Once again, always Todd Chase Jr. Todd, welcome. And hold on a second, Todd. Nobody just heard you because literally it wasn't picking you up on the thing, so hold on. My bad. Now, once again, we can welcome Todd Chase Jr. back to Talladega. Todd, you're going to have to repeat everything you just said.
Yeah, it's great to be here. It seems like we've been here for about 3 or 4 times this week, and ready to see some really good racing here.
For sure on that one. So we are set to go here in just a couple minutes. We do want to welcome everybody once again. Trucks are out on the track right now practicing. We've got about 3.5 minutes left before we get going.
Just had a huge pile up.
Yeah. 3.5. So welcome everybody. Once again, we'll go ahead and look here at the schedule. Talladega, Kentucky, Charlotte, Las Vegas, and then week 5 will be Homestead. Then that is your halfway break to Chicagoland, iRacing Super Speedway. Then we're off for Thanksgiving. Atlanta Motor Speedway, Daytona, and Auto Club.
That's a good schedule right there.
It was. All right, so anyway, Todd, thoughts on Talladega?
This place is pretty much kind of like a crapshoot in a sense. You know, anybody can win here. Just it's a matter of getting the right push at the end. So
yeah, everybody knows how to pretty much ride Talladega. You basically ride around for 64 laps, by the way, on schedule for tonight. So not a long race by any means. Last season we seen Trey Edson pick up the season championship. I don't think he's going to be running a full time this season. I don't think he's even in here tonight. But should be fun either way. Dustin Franklin, a newcomer that we're not really familiar with anyway. The 96 on top of the board right now. Bob Gillandwater third. Bentley Glasser second. Tyler Dalton and Jeff Hollingsworth is your top 5 here in this one. Also, it looks like we got about 26 or 27 drivers in here at the moment. Still got 2 minutes left, too. Let me know, guys, who you guys predict to win this race tonight. And, Todd, who's your pick to win this championship, too? Let me know.
Well, with Trey Edson not here, not going to compete for points, really, my focus is going to shift to the 19 of Tyler Dalton. We seen last season how he had really good runs,
Todd,
and he just really wasn't able to capitalize on some of them good runs.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for him to actually do that this season.
Tyler Dalton is a good pick. I'm going to go with Bentley Glasser.
That's another good pick.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a good season. We actually just seen him win the other day in the ASL series, so
yeah,
we'll see if that can kind of carry over to this series here as well as we get set to go for qualifying here in about 1 minute or so. Once again, 64 laps on the schedule for tonight. Here's a look at your weather real quick. Not like it really matters too much. 85-degree track temp, 78-degree air temp with wind speed only 2 miles an hour. I don't think that's going to be any problems. Honestly, you may not even take tires unless there's a caution. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, hope everybody's ready for another good series. By the way, to let you guys know, no broadcast tomorrow. We got one Sunday. No broadcast Monday or Tuesday, and we're back on Wednesday for the Sim500 as well. And then we'll be back Thursday as well. So,
yeah. Coincidentally, Sim500 will be here at Talladega.
Is that right?
This week.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because we had a week off last week.
I think you're wrong. I think we're at Texas. I'm checking.
Okay. Well, while you check that out,
you're right.
Do you want to mention, if you're watching our broadcast, go ahead, send a picture into our Twitter account. We will throw your picture up on the broadcast and shout you out. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a picture of the broadcast. It could be a picture of your sim rig or anything else. Also, while I'm at it, we do have a donation link up on our Facebook page for the American Red Cross?
American Cancer Society.
Or there we go. American Cancer Society. I knew it was American something.
It was American something.
But But yeah, if you're interested in donating to the American Cancer Society, go ahead, do so. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you do not donate, we would encourage you to share the link and get it out there and all that fun stuff.
I know
So
we got some donations get ready to come in soon, but we'll see. All right, qualifying is underway. Links have been posted in the chats as we are watching Ben McDonald. He's just rolling out, so we'll jump over to somebody. Pretty simple what you want to do here. Kevin Stone in the 17 rolling out. He's just now coming up onto the track. Pretty simple. You want to run that high line your first lap and your out lap. And your second lap, drop to the bottom. The reason why you do that, you'll just use more gas and more fuel load and make the truck a little bit lighter. So the Tech Run number 17 Chevrolet is out on track here for the first qualifying session of the new year. Nice looking truck, or of the new season, not new year, but new season.
yeah, and when he goes to the bottom to run that yellow line, you're not going to want to seesaw the wheel. You're going to want to barely turn that wheel because the smoother you are, the faster you are.
You don't want to saw off any speed, that's for sure. Crossing the start-finish line, Kevin Stone starting his qualifying lap. You guys can see running right up near the wall. A little bit below that third lane. Probably want to run a little bit higher than that, but may not be real comfortable running that high up. So he's going to run right there. Definitely not going to affect that speed too much, but we'll see how he does. One thing about Talladega, unlike Daytona, both tracks, I believe, are the same size, correct? Talladega a little bit bigger.
I believe
Talladega
it's a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
but on that same note, the start-finish line at Daytona is in the tri-oval. The start-finish line here at Talladega is past the tri-oval, kind of like at the end of pit road.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting how they always did that. Plus, the turns are even sharp here is what they are at Daytona, like, and the track's a little bit more wider and stuff like that. So there you see Kevin Stone. He's starting his second lap now. We're just going to kind of fluctuate through some drivers here. And we said Gary Sexton out there. We'll be watching him qualify. Tyler Dalton out there. Kevin Stone going to the top of the board, of course, here in qualifying as the first driver to put down a lap. Ron Hollyfield's who we will watch next. He's working into, actually, he might be on his
top of the board.
You are right. So he really arced it in there into turn one, which is kind of surprising.
Currently watching Tyler Dalton right now, going to run that high lane here in 3 and 4. If I remember right. Let me see if my camera is set up right. Yes. Coming through the tri-oval. Gonna wait for him. He's gonna dive down to the lower portion of the track. Gonna stay up a lane. Gonna come across the line. Gonna be good enough for... I believe that was the starting lap, so... Way to mess that up. Go me.
It is his first lap, by the way, so he's actually working onto the backstretch now. So this is his first lap, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Gary Sexton is second. Joey Gattina. Here's another driver that could actually have a really good start to the season here.
Bob Gillandwater also coming to the start-finish line. Yeah, Joey could have a good run.
Yeah. I do not believe the 4 is going to improve.
56.2 last time. A little bit slower.
Here comes the 19. Going to run the apron here through the tri-oval.
You're going to try to get some speed up to start this qualifying lap.
See where this lap puts him. It will be good enough for
top of the board.
Top of the board.
There you go.
Now, if he really doesn't want to, he does not have to put another lap in. But I do think he will. And currently we've got 10 guys that are on the board right now. George Rincon going to 7th on the board. See some of these guys not going to put a time in at the moment. Comes Tyler Dalton through the tri-oval one last time. And he is going to, he's going to abort that lap.
Oh, that is qualified. Not a lot of cars qualified, only 11.
Yep. A little interesting on that note.
So, you guys get a look here at the grid.
Yeah, Dalton on the front row with Wetzel. Sexton and Gattina, the second row. Gillandwater and McDonald, the third row. Rincon and Stone. Michael Shore having a strong qualifying effort. Going to start 9th. Doug Roth, 10th.
Yeah, in 11th, Ron Hollyfield. Daniel Falkenham's in here in 12th. Jeff Hollingsworth, Jeremy Jones, Mitch Mumma, Doug Newbigging, Bentley Glasser, and Chris Sawyer in row 9. Hamish Gallagher, that's another name to watch out for this season if he runs the full season. Derek Stanley, Dustin Franklin, Rich Jett, Paul Crumrod, Jason Brom, another guy to watch out for. Stoney Benfield, Joseph Burgess, and there you go.
Paul Crumride, he can be another one that
Especially here.
Sneak in here, so. So here we go. We're waiting for the field to roll off the grid here at Talladega.
So,
who's your pick for this race?
For this race, man, I don't know. Let's go with, you know what? Let's go with Joey Gattina.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, I'll just pick him. There's also a couple pink trucks out there. I'm trying to see who them pink trucks are. 1, 2, 3, 4, row 6 or 4. It looks like might be George Rincon, I believe. Nope, it ain't him.
Well,
maybe Kevin Stone.
My pick for
Michael
tonight's
Shore.
race. My pick for tonight's race is going to come from all the way in the back. I'm going to choose Bentley Glasser. I think he's going to ride on that wave of momentum for Monday night, and I think he's going to pick up the win here tonight.
Good pick. Bentley Glasser's a great pick. So
here we go. Field starting to roll.
Alrighty, let's get set to go. 64 laps here at Talladega Super Speedway for the Sim500 Midnight Thunder Series. Once again, Tyler Dalton on the front row with Bobby Wetzel, another good plate racer to watch out for. And that Chevrolet Silverado as the field works their way through turns 2.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how many, if we can have any big ones tonight. I know this place is known for that, but we got some really good drivers in here that I believe the last time we did a race here, I believe it went caution free. Am I wrong?
Yes, you are correct, by the way. You're not wrong. We were surprised by that. Because we always expect a big one to happen, or even a couple of them to happen. But I believe you are right. I think there was not a caution here. All right. Field about to work through turns 4 here in just a moment. Once again, the start-finish line not till the end of the tri-oval. A little bit different than normal. And not only that, really, you don't want to get a big restart on that launch either if we do have a yellow. You usually want to wait till that green flag waves before you really push the gas.
Right.
We've seen other people kind of do it a little bit different. Sometimes it works out, but most of the time it don't.
Pace truck looks for pit road as week 1 of the Sim500 Midnight Thunder Series is waiting for the green flag. And we're still waiting. Green flag is out in the air on the new season for the Midnight Thunder Series.
Once again, Tyler Dalton, Bobby Wetzel up front. Joey Tina may have took a peek to the outside. Not going to. He's going to stay in line right there in that second lane.
Yep, still 2 by 2 all the way till about 10th or so. Little bit of these guys are gonna drop to the rear here, and they're just gonna drop to the back and kind of run this race from back there right now as we got
Ben McDonald.
3 wide.
Yeah, Ben McDonald in the 48 jumping up 3 wide. That's not going to work out right now.
No, he's got no help. So he's going to drop back a long ways. As you see, you got the outside lane with about 6 trucks or so. Going to try and get a little momentum here out of the tri-oval. Does look like Wetzel going to lead that lap. Down in turn 1. Side by side. Got this front pack here still running 2 wide, and then you got a small pack a little further back running single file.
Yeah, he kind of broke out a little bit, like Todd said, back to Hamas Gallagher. The 17th, but then once again, a bigger pack up front. That's kind of where everything's happening at the moment. You see these, I don't know how many cars that is right there in the first little group, but about 12 or so, I would guess.
Yep. Tyler Dalton now with the big push from the bottom. But look at the outside. They're a little more formed up than this inside lane.
Yeah, they're a lot more tucked in closer. Not super surprised to see that. You see Joey kind of peeking his nose out. That is just to pull that truck off, not to pull out of line. Just to get some air to it, because he's going to push him down the straightaway here.
Yeah, I don't know how many laps these guys can actually push each other, but if I had to take a guess, probably at least a handful of laps.
Yeah, I'm curious about the fuel mileage, because normally with a full fuel load, you can run about 30 or 35 laps between that.
Mm-hmm.
These guys only run 75% fuel load. So, I want to say 25. I don't know. No, it might be a little bit more than that now. I'm not sure how big the fuel tank is in these things anymore.
Got someone running the outside lane. I want to say that is the 83.
Yeah, Jason Braun.
He's going to drop back a little bit.
Right now, not single file, but pretty good. You know, just side-by-side racing. Nobody doing anything crazy yet. You guys are looking to the back of the field as well. Nothing really going on. Daniel Falkenham has dropped all the way to the back. Not sure. He's actually, Todd, he has lost the draft. He is 15 seconds behind.
I believe that's kind of by design. He's got some bad juju, I guess you could say, at the start of some of these races that he does not want to be a part of, so...
You can't blame me.
No. Also want to mention the 15 of Paul Crumry up to 19th at the moment. Now he's going to go up to 8. Well, he's going to jump to 17th now. There's Rincon up to 9th, I want to say. Yep.
You see Jason Braun once again pulling out of line. I don't think that's him. Well, I was going to say maybe he's not trying to make a move, but there he is.
Well, here's the thing. There we go. Somebody jumps up in front of him.
That's the 11.
Yep.
Ron Hollyfield jumps up. So, once again, 3 wide here at Talladega. Very easily to do. You can do this with no problem, especially with these guys. And honestly, they just may be switching here. This may be by design, too, just to get to level some air on the front of his truck.
Right. Now, you can run, was it here or was it Daytona where you could run all the way to the top by yourself and just kind of get past some people by side drafting?
Do it. I can't remember if it was here or not.
I want to say it was here.
Yeah, you can definitely do it.
So, I mean, that's what the 83 could possibly be doing. I mean, as you see him, he's going to try and side draft the 11 there. He's still running that outside lane. And look at this. He's got a pack behind him. He's got a decent run from that third lane. Now everybody's going to peek to the middle.
Yeah, nobody. I don't know if he's going to be able to get in. Yeah, he's going to drop back a little bit. The lever's trying to catch up, but inside lane, the second lane getting a big run.
He may be able to duck in here behind the 57.
So this is interesting. The
97, I'm sorry.
The 9 backed off. Bobby Wetzel backed off quite a bit off his bottom line, and then all of a sudden he rocket ship towards the front, and now they're back even again.
Yeah, maybe he's testing that push for maybe at the end.
Yeah, I mean, you could be testing. I mean, we're already on lap 7. This race ain't going to take no time at all, honestly. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, here we go. 3 wide again with the 83 and the 11.
Most we've seen aggressive wides out of Jason ever, I think. 13 pulled up out of line as well. Gary Sexton pulled up in front of Bobby Wetzel and putting Tyler Dalton out with the help of Bob Gillandwater in the 4. 3 wide up front.
This is going to put the 13 to the front now, and he's going to slide right in front of Tyler Dalton.
Ooh, big slide there for Rod Holyfield. He was able to save that truck.
3 wide here for second. This is some great races so far.
That's what you know, Todd. Daniel's offense is not far from a lap down.
Yeah.
He's in the trouble right now. I mean, these guys are catching really fast. 52 seconds for these guys. They're catching 4 seconds a lap right now.
Yeah, maybe he's not doing this by
Yeah,
design.
something happened. I don't know what it was, but something definitely happened because he started 12.
I'm going to go look, see if he's got any damage. I don't see him currently.
New leader this lap, Bobby Wetzel picks up a lap lead. I'm sorry, that's his 6th lap lead, not his 1st. Still 3 wide, but Jason Brom kind of slipping back a little bit further now. He's right now back in 10th. And dropping back a little bit more as he will fall in line now. But that outside lane looks a lot better, I'm going to be honest. I mean, that run they get off these corners looks a lot better to me.
Do want to mention the 39 does not have any damage, so
Something just happened, I don't know. He didn't miss the start, did he?
I don't think so.
Bobby Wetzel once again leads that lap from that run on the outside. 14 is Joey Gattina.
Look at this. Joey Gattina going to go for the lead here at Talladega. He's got the 13 pushing him along with the 19. Now he's got to be careful of, I mean, he's got some great pushes, but he's got to be careful now. He doesn't want to get pushed way too far out there. As you see, the outside lane now going to have a run. Going to try and side draft. The 13 is the 9.
Yeah, and it's actually going to help. You can see it right there. The 9 getting a run in the center of the corner. He should be able to keep this lead. I'll have to work through the trouble real quick, but
yeah, I'm with you. If I want to run anywhere, I want to run this high lane.
Yeah, I agree. You see it right there. Wetzel leading that lap once again. He's okay, I think.
I mean, we see as we go into the corner right there, the bottom lane has the run. But, I mean, I know we've kind of mentioned this before. You know, the bottom lane has the run into the corner, but through the exit of the corner, it seems like the top lane's got the run off.
Oh, big move right there from the 13 of Gary Sexton getting a little wiggle, but he's able to keep it going.
Yeah, and here we go. Here comes the 9 and the 43 again. Well, the 14's actually getting a better run this time to the line. Ooh, that was a little close. I want to say the 14 was able to lead that lap.
You are correct. First lap lead this season for Joey Gattina. So he is starting off strong here in this one.
Now, I will say, the worst move he probably could have made was to go up and block the 9 and come back down on the 13.
Yeah, you gotta be a little careful.
When you get maybe another car link, see right here, the 13, let's slide up and see, there you go. The 14 gonna now, well, he tried to block the 13, but He's going to stay in line with the 19.
I kind of like the aggressiveness from him, though.
Yeah. And, I mean, look at this. Look
different.
who's out front and going into turn 1 now.
Yep. One of the favorites, Daniel Falkingham, not starting Talladega off the way he wants. The good news is that he has for him is this is only going to put him 1 lap down.
Yeah, and as long as we have, I mean, if we get 1 caution, he's going to get his lap back. He's back in it. But you're going to see the 9 going to go to the middle here. They're going to put them 3 wide to get around the 39, and he's just not going to contest it.
Yeah, there ain't no point in contesting that big of a run. Hopefully he can get some draft and hold on. It looks like he
Sexton going up to block the 9. Look at this. The 9 going to go 3 wide.
Wow. Yeah, he's going to force Sexton out.
Yeah, and this is going to help the 14 because he's going to lead that lap.
The 43.
Look at this, the 43.
Doug Rolfe coming up the middle.
Going to push the 9 out.
Yeah, I don't think Wetzel meant to push the 13 out like he did. I think he kind of felt bad maybe and kind of just went up there to pick him up. I don't think that was intentional from what it kind of looks like anyway. I mean,
you want to point out, look at that 15 truck. That is a sharp-looking truck.
Paul Cromer right there. The best paint scheme ever made.
Yes, sir.
Or close to it anyway.
Got a good battle for the lead here.
Joey Katina should be able to lead this lap. It's going to be close.
Wow, look at this! Look at this run this 3rd lane gets.
Yeah, I'm worried if it's going to stall out once they hit the really clean air. Well, did he lead that lap?
I think he did. Yes, he did.
Wow.
So yeah, here you go. It's definitely stalling out now as we got 3 wide for the lead.
Let's see if they get a run down the backstretch. It could be a big run here.
Here we go.
Somewhat. Yep. Not as big as what I thought. It stalled out right there, though. Yep. Yeah, they're stalling out. They don't have enough help.
Still, for being early in this one, we got some really good racing going on. You got the 14 now going to push the 43 to the lead on the bottom. That's going to let Doug Roth going to lead this lap.
Yeah, Doug's going to move up maybe to the 2nd lane. We may be looking at 4 wide here, Todd. Oh,
this is not going to be good.
57, George Rincon thinking better of it. That was smart driving right there by George. Yep. He definitely could have made it 4 wide if he wanted to.
Ooh, the 9 had a little bit of a wiggle there from the 13. Meanwhile, the bottom lane now kind of formed better than any other lane right now. As you see the 19 push the 14 back to the lead.
So Joey Katina on the bottom, running that low line. Not enough help in that middle lane to really do anything at the moment, or the high lane. They might be able to do a little bit, but it doesn't run up stalling out if they don't have more help. Maybe.
Still about 3 wide back here from about 3rd on.
Kinda anxious to see what happens as far as pit stops go. I didn't realize we've been on the pre-race this whole time, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hey, first race of the season. I forgot.
Hey, yep.
I'll use that as an excuse.
That's our first race ritual.
It is, actually, I think.
So here we go. 3 wide still for the lead, kind of. Looks like the middle lane starting to gain momentum again. But there's only Doug Roth and you got the 57 of George Rincon still running in the middle. So I kind of feel like them guys are kind of running, just running laps out there right now.
Yeah, I mean, really right now it don't matter who leads. I mean, honestly, it really don't. You just kind of make it to that first pit stop
Right.
and get your pit stops clean. You know how pit stops here. Like I said, that's one of always the biggest factors in this race is green flag pit stops. Just because how tough it actually is.
Yeah, especially at this place. I mean, if you have one small mistake when you come down with your group down pit road, I mean, you could actually lose the draft from that mini group that comes down with you. And then your race is pretty much done. So here we go. The 9 and the 13 have switched positions now. You got the 14 running the middle, the 19 running the bottom. And like you said, it doesn't really matter who's leading at this moment. But look at the 4, glued to the back bumper of that 19.
The 3 wide once again. I don't think this 13 or 9 is going to be able to make this work. That second group might be able to make this work with only 3 trucks in there. You see Wetzel dropping down to the inside. Yep. That's definitely going to help. We do got more trucks working this low line now. But you see out front? Yeah, he's going to lead this lap again. He's driving a smart race. He's driving a really smart race. That's perfect. I mean, he's pulling up in front of somebody, taking the lead back, and then dropping down to that bottom line, kind of just repeating the cycle.
Yep. No, now he's going to go to the middle, that middle lane.
That's the most we've seen him as far as aggressive goes.
Yep. Now, he didn't move back to the inside quick enough, but I honestly don't blame him because look at this run the 4 and the 19 get.
Yeah, they're going to... The 57 needs to be a little bit closer here to that 43. It may stall that middle lane out.
Well, they're going to side draft, so that might help a little bit there as well.
Up front, Joey Gattino with the lead at the moment. Comes to the start-finish line. Should lead this lap as well, so it did pay off, I guess.
Yeah.
Wetzel has worked his way
really
up there.
Good.
Yeah, he's looking really smart.
Wetzel was gonna look to the outside. Then you see the 43 was gonna block him, and now you see Joey Gattino going back to the inside again.
Probably the smartest that we have seen Joey Gattino drive in a while, even with the Wednesday series. 43. Good driving.
He must have had a huge shot from the 9.
Yeah, and also Joey did the right thing by backing off just a little bit. Once again, we're not quite sure when pit stops are going to happen, but we will have a new leader this time, which will put us at 9 lead changes here in the first 21 laps completed.
Yep, Doug Roth going to lead that lap.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, and if I'm Joey, I'm literally telling him, hey, settle back down. Need you to run some smooth laps. That way we can get further ahead of the 9 and the 13. Down into turn 3. You see the 43 get a push from the 14. And like we said, this is kind of going back and forth. I mean, unofficially, how many lead changes do we have so
far? So far 9. Maybe looking at another one here in just a minute if the 43 or the 9 can lead this lap. I don't know if he's going to be able to lead it. 14 may jump up here though too. So.
Yeah, I'd look for. See, there you go. The 9 going to drop in between the 15 and the 19.
Now they're kind of settling in just a little bit for now. So we can jump back and look at this other group a little bit further back. You guys can see them right here. They're just, big move here, almost 4 wide. There's Bentley Glasser. I haven't really mentioned him much, but talk a little bit about him. There's Michael Shore. He's got a nice paint tonight.
Got Daniel Falkingham still kind of running in
the group. Pit stops.
Yep. I had a feeling that may have happened once we seen them go single file on the bottom lane.
That's why they was doing that. Everybody made it to pit road pretty good in this one.
So now this is going to leave the field and Jeff Hollingsworth, it's going to leave in his hands. If I could actually speak English
You're
tonight.
looking at a 2-stop race.
Yeah, I can actually believe that.
Yeah, because we're not even on 25 yet. 64 laps. I mean, this is definitely going to be a 2-stop race.
24, 48, yeah.
Let you guys know, nobody got caught speeding, by the way, on that first pit stop for that first group.
Now I actually see this group coming down. And yes, here we go. Hollingsworth going to bring everybody else. Jason Brom going to bring down.
Yeah, there was some crazy stuff that was going on there. I don't know if we're 4 wide on pit road. Oh, there's a wreck on pit road. It looked like it was Bob Gillandwater. No, it was the 48 getting into the back of somebody there. 25 has to missed his box. The 30 or the 29 missed his. The 25 missed his. And now 25 still ain't able to get service yet. So this pit stop not going to smooth as the other ones.
Right, and we were talking about this being out there alone. Your leader, Michael Shore, driving the number 70, pretty pink truck, I guess you could say. Now he's going to come down pink road. Wow. Down pit road. And I don't know if I like that call.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous. Well, he might be thankful for it now because with the wrecks that they had on pit road a minute ago. Actually on pit road. By the way, Joey Gattina right now showing him P5. Trying to take a little bit more here. Got a big line behind him. I do want to mention nobody actually got caught speeding on pit road.
That's good.
And here we are back. It's double file once again. Joey Gattina looking to lead this lap. Looks like he's going to get it. 12 lead changes now.
And that's nowhere near our record. Yeah. I thought he was going to go around.
Me too. Yeah, I don't think we're going to break that record tonight, honestly. That's going to be tough. I think our record was what, top 32?
I think so.
I think it was too.
Meanwhile, we still see the 43 pushing the crap, I guess you could say, out of the 14, getting them a little sideways every once in a while.
Well, like Daniel Falkenham that you see right there in the 39 is still a lap down.
Yep, but it don't matter. He's going to help that 97 out.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has nothing to lose right now. He's the only car a lap down, so you might as well just hang in there with him. Pit stops again are like 48, correct? That makes sense?
I believe so, yeah. Still double file racing here.
Todd, you know what time it is?
It's time to turn it up.
Let's do it.
trouble here for Ron Holyfield. He's slowing down here on the backstretch and actually looks like he's going to stop.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's going to bring out a caution. Yeah, he has disconnected, or went as towed. I don't know. Maybe something happened. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just thought he was just slowing down, and you told me, maybe he was just dropping to the back. Meanwhile, up front, it is the 14 again, still out front.
We also got a big race at Lucky Dog spot with Chris Sawyer and Daniel Falkenham. They are actually nose to tail right now, or actually, let's change. Yeah, we'll say nose to tail right now. The 25 right behind the 39, so it's going to be, if something does happen, could be big to think about.
Inside lane does look like it's a little more formed up, I guess you could say, as they're going to get a run here on through the tri-oval. The 14 going to get shoved all the way to the outside. Going to put the 4
Yep. Doug
in the middle.
Leading that lap. That's now 4 laps up for Doug.
Now I think the 14 of Joey Gattina going to drop to the back of this pack here. He's got Gary Sexton riding behind him.
I want to go ahead and mention Bentley Glasser has worked his way up 13 spots into 4th. Jason Braun, by the way, 3rd. He's up 21 spots.
Yeah, these guys are having some really good runs so far. Hopefully they can maintain their spots and, if not, gain a couple of more. So... do want to mention the 39 still a lap down. Look at this outside lane. The 13 going to push the 14 now. Look at this run. Wow. With just them two, they have actually caught back up to Doug Roth. Roth getting a little squirrely there. Look at this, Joey Gattina back to the lead. Gonna slide in front of the 43 here at the bottom.
The Sexton gets pushed out a little bit. No help right now for the 13 truck. He may drop back, but we do got someone moving up. I think that was the lap car, maybe. No, that was Rich Jet. That was not a lap car.
No, they came up on the 11.
Oh, there they go.
There we go, big wreck.
Caution
I want to say Doug Roth thought he was clear.
Daniel Falkenham involved.
Oh, no.
Yep, and I think that's going to give the free pass to Chris Sawyer because he did not get involved.
Yep.
Here's a replay of what just happened.
Tough break.
Yeah, Falkenham. Everybody. Oh, Dalton got some of it too.
Well, that's no good.
Yeah, he got a pretty good lick. There wasn't many trucks involved, really. Falkenham, the 43, the 25 actually did get some. So the Lucky Dog is actually going to going to Ron Holyfield. 2 laps down, yep. So, we are past the halfway point in this one. And the big one comes out to halfway, so it's kind of like a stage break.
Yep. And I don't know if we see anybody coming down this time because, like we were talking about, how this could be like a 2-stop race.
Yeah, now I'm curious because, now you're looking at a fuel-saving mode.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, 30 laps? And we know that you can make it at least 26 laps.
Right.
I mean, now's the point where you pit as late as you can, fill up again. You may see this field come back down pit road twice, actually. And then you start saving under yellow.
Right.
And then you don't want to be out front.
No, you definitely don't want to be Joey Gattina in this situation.
Now, it really is. It's coming to like a field mileage race, especially. Really, that's what you think of.
Yeah, because, for those of you that don't know what we're actually talking about, if you're out in front in a fuel mileage race like this here at Talladega, you're the one that's going to be using the most fuel because you're punching the hole in the air, figuratively speaking, for these guys, and the guys behind you can actually run maybe like 3/4 throttle and save more fuel than you, and that ultimately they're going to be able to get around you at the end because they ain't got to worry about saving fuel anymore.
We watch Joey Katina on pit road right now.
See if he can win the race off pit road. I do believe he
He
will.
win the race. See, actually, I don't know if I really want to win the race. Ben Gear, by the way, checking in on Facebook, saying good luck to everybody. Once again, no broadcast tomorrow. Do have a broadcast Sunday.
I believe they are at Charlotte for that one.
Figure that one out.
Yeah, I went to the store today. I bought me a new dry erase board that's actually got the calendar on it.
I don't know
with
why.
About 7 markers.
I don't know why we just don't use sticky notes on our computer.
I know. But I've actually got the schedule for the month basically written out, sitting right here in front of me.
Look at that. That's dedication.
Hey.
Gotta do it, I guess.
Yep. So, we are working our first caution of the night. It is Joey Gattina leading the field with Gary Sexton running second, Jason Brown running third, Bentley Glasser running fourth, Bob Gillandwater running fifth, Bobby Wetzel sixth, Rich Jett running seventh, Jeff Hollingsworth running eighth, Paul Crumry running ninth, and Derek Stanley running 10th.
Yeah, I haven't really talked about Rich Jett, so I think we mentioned him one time, and he's up 15 spots in a 36 truck. You guys are seeing that right there on your screen right now, 36. The Hurricane, the all-terrain cane. Hurricane. It's Hurricane, by the way, not Hurricane.
Okay.
He's got the Grand Pad radio from the heart. All right. Hurricane, the way my back keeps going, I might need a Hurricane.
Some
smart moves here. It has. Some smart moves here, by the way, Todd. Bobby Wetzel coming down pit road. See, this is a thing I was saying. That's smart to come down pit road.
Yep, come back down pit road, top off. This actually could give you a couple more laps ahead of this group.
I agree.
So this could actually set him up to make it to the end. It'll be close.
Yeah, it's still close. He's still going to have to save a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, he may not be able to make it. Actually, there's a lot of people that came in. Dustin Franklin, Doug Newbigging, Stoney Benfield, Doug Rolfe coming in. I mean, you might as well do it just to see.
Right.
If you're going to be short,
got nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to be short, then pit when everybody else does. I mean, I will say, though, if you got to save like 4 laps on Talladega, best of luck.
Yeah, it's really hard to do that. I mean, saving a couple laps, that's no big deal, but saving 4 to 5 laps.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
Yeah.
So, for people wanting to know, Todd, just in case you don't know,
okay.
The Giants beat the Dodgers today, 4-0.
Cool.
Red Sox beat Tampa Bay 14-6.
Yep.
Astros beat the White Sox 9-4.
Okay.
We don't need to talk about that one. Oh, it's not important.
How bad was it?
1-2.
Oh, that ain't bad.
We don't need to talk about that.
At least it's not 20-1.
We just got to win tomorrow, and we go back to Atlanta after that. We go back to Atlanta, we win.
Yeah, and actually, while we were waiting for this one, we were coming on air. I was actually watching the end of that Red Sox game, and man, it was getting close. I mean, at one point it was the bottom of the ninth, 2 out. They had 3 people on, and they were just whoever pitcher they had on the mound just wasn't executing the pitches right.
Yeah,
but
the Braves pitching today was outrageous. Like, it was such a pitcher showdown.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it really was. I mean, they was scoreless all the way through the first 5.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was really a pitcher showdown. Pace truck is in.
Yep, just waiting on Joey Gattina and Gary Sexton. See that green flag.
Definitely not going to go super early.
Well, there we go. Green
He did
flag
go
is out
early.
in the air. That was really, really early.
Yeah, I'm very surprised by that. I mean, well, I guess there ain't much they're going to be able to do. I mean, they're going to be all blocked, or they're going to get blocked by the 14 on the bottom. So the outsider, they got caught sleeping with that too. So really, it works out.
Right, as you see the 13 and the 18 and I believe that's the 36 on the outside now. I don't know if they're going to have enough, because here comes the bottom lane now with Joey Gattina and Jason Brom.
Yeah, we always see that outside stall out just a little bit once they get so far up. There ain't a lot of people there, a lot of trucks.
Joey Gattina is going to clear the 13 for now.
And he may pull up here in front of the 13.
He might.
If you do it, and it don't look like he's going to. 9 have the big check up back there. Bobby Let's seen check up really big. They're wrecking.
Yeah, oh, big wreck. Got the 70 Michael Shore, or the 30, I'm sorry.
Michael Shore was in it. Mitch Miller, I believe, was in it in the 30. Or, yeah, it's the 30, but 40 overall. There's some other cars involved in this one. Somebody blinked here. No, they did not, actually. The 57, the 9 was involved. A couple other trucks there. Ooh, so the lucky dog.
I believe that's going to go to
George or Ron Hollyfield?
I believe it's going to go to the 11 again.
I think you're right. Now, Todd, you're going to come back down pit road and take gas. That'll be enough.
For sure.
Yeah, this will be enough to get you to the end.
And if I'm Joey Gattina, I try not to win the race off pit road.
Yeah, just take your time. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of in the same situation. I'd rather be leading early than later, then try to take the lead late in the race.
Right.
You really don't want to be the leader at the last lap.
I mean, if you know you're good, I would still try to save maybe a lap or two, just in case if you have a late race yellow, you know. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Is the field gonna catch up to the back of the pace truck? So it does look like Joey Gattina going to come down pit road. And we'll see if he can fill this thing up and try to make it to the end.
Here comes the 14 down pit road. You'll see him slide into his box. Really don't even have to take tires here.
No.
Like, to me, it's kind of pointless to take tires. Yeah, he's not going to take tires. 13 going to beat him off pit
And look
road.
at this.
And the 83. Smart move right there, honestly. I don't know if that was designed by the 14 or not, but smart move, in my opinion. But Gary Sexton wins the race. Jason Brom second.
Do you want to give a shout out to the Hamish Gallagher, now up to the 14th position after that pit stop? Having a decent run here so far.
Yeah, he started towards the back too.
I mean, and I think he was involved in that big wreck, wasn't he?
No, I'm not quite sure. Let me look at the... Well, he got no damage. He may have got scraped and went through the grass or something, but that's somebody you're going to have to watch out for as the season goes on, though.
Yes.
I will go ahead and mention, Todd, next week, I can't remember off the top of my head where these guys go.
It is Kentucky.
Kentucky. So there you go. We'll be live in Kentucky. By the way, did you see what they named the Charlotte race?
I did not.
Charlotte, not the Roval.
Really?
That's what they named it. Yeah.
For the Cup race?
No. For the truck race on October 22nd.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the Cup race at
gosh,
the
no.
Roval. Like,
We'll tell you something interesting. This schedule
Okay.
that we got on this one's a lot easier than the schedule we had prior. So we go to
for
Kentucky.
sure.
We go to Kentucky. Okay.
Yep.
It's a mile and a half. Very simple. Charlotte. Everybody knows Charlotte. Like literally, you have to drive Charlotte. Everybody knows it. Las Vegas, an easy track to run the truck on. Homestead. Okay, that's probably your tough one. Homestead. Then we go to Chicagoland. But here's where it gets interesting. iRacing Super Speedway. We have the Atlanta and the Daytona Auto Club. Really, there's a lot of bigger tracks in this one.
Yeah, and I mean, those are all racetracks that kind of race the same way, in a sense, to this place.
I was surprised we had so many super speedways.
I know.
Daytona, iRacing Super Speedway, Talladega.
Yeah,
we're running all of them.
three.
Yeah.
So I guess you could say this is kind of like a mini super speedway type of schedule. Even though they're all not at them 3 tracks. So.
All right.
So, looks like the field getting ready to double file up. It will be Gary Sexton and Jason Braun going to lead the field to the green. Joey Gattina and Bentley Glatzer will make up your second row. I hate ATVO when it updates like this.
I know it did it to me too.
Bob Gillandwater going to start on the inside of row number 3 with Jeff Hollingsworth to his outside. Kevin Stone and
Sexton's saving, by the way.
Yeah, and that does not surprise me either.
Being out front, yeah, I agree.
I believe the 14 is doing the same thing as well.
Yeah. They should have enough to make it. But I guess it's overtime or something like that, I guess.
So it'll be interesting to see what these guys can do. Now, I mean, if we do end up having another caution here, then I would come down again, and then I would say you're definitely good to make it to the end.
I agree. So we will sit here and wait for the pace truck to drop in. Ready to get Talladega back underway. About 20 laps, 24 laps, something like that.
Yeah, about 24.
So
here we go.
We're coming at 23
truck.
To go.
Yep, pace truck going to come down pit road. You can see the 13 and the 83 bringing them to green.
Jason Braun, by the way, has the fastest lap of the race. Not like it truly matters here, but does have the fastest lap. 16 lead changes, by the way.
Green flag back out into the air here at Talladega, and look at this. There's a gap here between the 83 and the 18 on the outside. Now they kind of close in. You see the 18 going to sneak to the inside now, going to leave the 83 on the outside. Look for Joey Gattina to jump into the outside lane.
Yep.
Right there as he gets the 13 a little sideways. I mean, if I'm the 14, he must be thinking that he's going to make it to the end.
Yeah, 100%. I don't see why you shouldn't be able to make this. I'm going to be honest.
Whoa.
The only thing that worries me is green white checker.
Right.
I mean, I feel like if you get another caution, you're going to come back down anyway, I believe, to make sure you're good. But at least a splash. I mean, you might as well.
Right. You got Joey Gattina now up front. Oh, he's going to get a big push from the 83, and that's going to send him to the inside. Block the 13 as he will lead that lap.
Yep, Joey leading his, I think, 20th lap now. So Jason Braun up on the outside.
Yep, going to get a push from, looks to be the 97. Yeah, these guys, you can see the intensity ramping up now as we got, close to 20 laps to go in this one.
You got a lot of trucks now trying to hold on to this draft and stuff. You don't want to. Now is not the time you want to lose the draft.
No, but look at this. The 13 pushing the 14 pretty hard as he will push him up the racetrack. And that's actually going to help him block that outside lane, but here comes the inside lane with the 4, the 18,
oh!
and the 13. Joey Gattina. Big wreck.
Died. He literally just died.
Yeah, that was very similar to the Dale Earnhardt.
Okay, situation. Why do you always say that?
Well, am I wrong?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, look at the damage on the back side of this 83. That's not going to help him much. Tough break for Joey Gattina, having a really strong run.
Yeah,
here at Talladega.
It took him a minute to even exit the car. He don't even know what just happened. I'm going to be honest, he was one of them drivers that was doing fantastic. So 3 quick yellows coming out in this one. And honestly, I don't want to say whose fault it was, but Joey was moving a little bit, trying to block some lanes. And we kind of talked about that earlier. It's really not what you want to do personally, but
I think it's just a product of this type of racing here at Talladega.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, really, you kind of got to. I mean, he was doing such a good job of it earlier. There ain't no point in changing it.
So we'll see some of these guys possibly come down pit road to top off.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I started thinking, I don't know if you're really going to have to with the caution. Now you're saving some under caution. But, I mean, if you want to come down and get a splash, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, so we'll see a couple of them come down pit road. Jason Brom going to lead the field through here behind the pace truck. But I don't know with that damage. I don't know. That's going to act more of like a parachute if he's leading this field.
I agree. All right. Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt him. I mean, I don't quite understand.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, what better place to find out if you're out front, I guess.
Right. So, what do you think? Should we do a full?
Yeah, we can.
Full rundown.
Yeah, we got it.
So, all right. So currently it is Jason Brom leading the field. Bob Gillandwater running second. Do want to mention Kevin Stone going to be running third. Paul Kermrei having a decent run here, running fourth.
I think he's actually third.
Yeah, there it goes.
It's going back and forth, but anyway, that's fifth.
Yep. Bobby Wetzel running fifth. Rich Jett running sixth. Ron Holyfield running seventh. Gary Sexton now eighth. Doug Roth ninth. Joseph Burgess, who we haven't talked much about tonight, running 10th. Bentley Glasser 11th. Derek Stanley running 12th. Mitch Mumma, your favorite NASCAR name,
it is.
Running 13th. Dustin Franklin running 14th. Hamish Gallagher running 15th. Jeremy Jones running.
I like that thing.
Yeah, he's running 16th. Doug Newbigging running 17th. Ben McDonald 18th. Stoney Benfield 19th. Jeff Hollingsworth 20th. Michael Shore running 21st. George Rincon 22nd. And Chris Sawyer running 3rd. Do you want to mention we've got 3 guys out of this one? Joey Gattina, Tyler Dalton, and Daniel Falkingham.
Yeah, some big names. Interesting subject to bring up right now.
Okay.
It'd be kind of crazy if Ron Holyfield wins this race.
Yeah.
The guy was like 2 or 3 laps down.
Yeah. We seen he had an issue there earlier.
And he's got a fast truck. Like just
now
saying.
Now can he stay connected to the session?
Well, I don't even think he actually lagged out, did he?
I thought he did.
I remember he just pulls over on the backstretch and goes and tows. I mean, he literally towed all the way around.
You might be right in that one.
I think so. I might not be.
So here we go. Those look like the pace lights are off the pace truck. Interesting to see. 83 lets the 4 get a decent enough restart to kind of jump in front of him, I guess you could say. Be interesting to see.
We'll get ready to go back to it here.
Believe we are coming up on 17 or 18 to go.
You're coming to a lap 47 at the line. Ready to get this one back underway here from Talladega Super Speedway. After we've had some pretty much a caution-free race for the first half, and then some quick yellows coming out the last few laps.
Yeah, with them yellows, this race has still gone by pretty quickly as we see.
Yellows breed cautions.
Yeah. So we're waiting to see the 83 and the 4 lead the field to the green flag.
That's what I was thinking. If I was 14 with Joe Gatine, I'd be so mad right now.
Yep. Green flag out in the air. Look at the huge lead the 83 got.
I don't like that move with the damaged wing. I feel like you're going to hurt yourself a little bit. Watch the 4 to drop in or go. Oh, they're
he's gonna go. He's gonna go to the high side, and look how fast this 83 is gonna drop. This is gonna put the 15 out of the lead. Paul Crumry gonna lead the field here. He's got the 4 battling on the outside with the 36.
Hey, Paul knows how to win these super speedways.
For sure, he knows how to win these ones. I guess in lack of better terms, he kind of has run basically the Jeff Gordon kind of style of racing. Remember how Jeff Gordon used to kind of
take his time?
Yeah. About 15 to go, he'd show up in the top 5 and
close it out. Kind of like Kevin Harvick away on the river tracks.
Yep. Battle for the lead. You got the 9 and the 13 working together again on the high side.
So weird seeing the 9 beside the Hoopers truck.
It is a little weird.
Has Chase Elliott ever won a super speedway yet?
Yes, he has.
Did he?
Yep.
What
Talladega.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
I believe that was 20.
Last year, was it 2019? I didn't not mean. I don't remember. Anyway.
Got Kevin Stone pushing the 15 Paul Crumry in that bottom lane. See them getting a little more of a run, but here comes the outside lane right at the last second to nab that lap. And I don't think the 9's going to lead the 13. These two worked really well together in the early stages of this one, as we see somebody, I believe, stuck into the apron there for a second.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that was either. Meanwhile, up front, once again, you can see this double file racing here all throughout this field. They work off turn 4. Come to lap 50 this time. It's going to put 15 laps on the board, and nerves starting to creep in just a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, look, you mentioned the 11 of Ron Holyfield now running 6th.
Yeah, he's fast, man. I'm telling you, 11 truck's got speed. He's making the right moves. He's just got to get up there.
Yeah, I believe the 17 really needs to close to the nose of that 11 a little bit there.
Really, if you're towards the back of this field a little bit, you start thinking about trying to pick off a couple cars, honestly, until you get into the single digits, like 9 laps to go. Then you really start pushing a little bit harder to get yourself in position to make a move.
Right.
So we may be starting to see some of that.
Yeah,
Somebody,
I mean, look at...
I'm trying to see who
look
that
up.
is. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, look at the inside lane, how they kind of break up, kind of get back together, and then they kind of break up again. That's not what you're going to want if you're going to run the bottom, especially if you're the leader of that lane down there. As you see the 9 and the 13 still kind of running like they're either chained or glued together, in a sense. You know, that's what's giving them big runs.
One of the people making a small move here is trying to. It's a 94 of Joseph Burgos. He's up 10 spots, and he has been slowly trying to pick people off a little bit, kind of doing what I was saying. Just pick a few off here. Get yourself in a spot where you can make a move.
Out of turn 4.
You're not going to win this race if you're in 20th place, you know?
No.
You got to make a move sooner than later.
I mean, right now, if you're still running 20th,
you're okay.
as long as you're still at the back of this pack, you're okay, like you said.
For now.
For now. But unless you think you're Dale Jr. here, who back in 2001 in July went from like what 18th to 1st in 6 laps or whatever it was.
Yeah. By the way, outside Todd for the 15, he's still out there. If you didn't know, he's still out there.
Yeah, he. I knew what that reference was, and yep, that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Oh gosh, still outside Todd.
Yeah, I know.
When I spot somebody, I will literally say that they're outside. Even at Talladega for like 6 times.
Yeah, I know. You've done it to me.
There you go. So,
as we were picking on each other during that little segment there, you seen the 13 kind of put the 9, kind of pushed him out of the lane and then slid down in front of the 15.
They're going to have an issue here.
Yeah, I could see the storm is brewing.
Yeah, that 9 just had to check up not to slam into the back of the 36 of Rich Jet.
Although, look at this middle lane. They're getting a really good run as you see the 15.
Oh!
He's making his moves.
Oh, gosh. He is not waiting.
No, he wants
PK, PK knows how to make your moves. He's an excellent IndyCar driver. We haven't really said that, but the guy knows how to race IndyCars really well. So he's no stranger to making quick maneuvers in these things.
But look at this. The third lane starting to work up again. You got the 18 pushing. I believe that's the 47.
Yeah, by the way, Rich Jet led that lap. You know we're on 23 lead changes.
Well, we made it. Beat that record.
We could if we have a lead change every lap from here on out, yeah.
Got some slicing and dicing here as you got the 15 pushing the 36 on the bottom now. Well, check that. You got the 13 sliding in front of the 36.
We're going to have another lead change right here. I mean,
yep.
No matter who leads, as long as the 36 don't lead it.
And I do believe the 9 may have a little bit of nose damage, it looks like. I could be wrong.
Here's that time. Now you start making the moves.
Yep. And this is not what PK wants. Kind of running the middle. He's only got the 9 running behind him right now.
Here comes the 11 as well.
Holyfield's going to help. At the moment, you got Doug Roth back there running the middle as well.
Big run
but man,
from the middle.
I tell you what. Yeah.
Oh.
That middle.
Well, that 9's a good pusher, though. I will say that.
For sure. As long as he can stay tucked up underneath that 15, I think he can definitely push that 15 back to the lead far enough ahead to where he can clear the 13 with the 9, you know, kind of riding behind him.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's going to lead this lap. He's definitely going to lead it.
Got the 9 picking up the 9 going to look to the outside of the 15. They're going to make a little contact there. Now they're slamming doors again.
He did not want to go up, did he?
No, he did not. And
now
that, big wreck!
Yeah, that's a big one. Jeff Hollingsworth involved. 43 involved.
Yeah, he almost blew over.
Yeah, that was pretty close. Here's the 9. He gets into the outside wall and then gets a little bit of a shot to the 47. It wasn't a hard shot. Bentley Glasser getting involved.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Hollingsworth did almost blow over. 43, Doug Roth, who was doing so good.
That's just one of the things.
Oh, the
wrong
54,
place at the wrong time.
The 94 getting involved. We talked about him a minute ago. So, pit road's going to be open. You're not going to come down pit road unless you have to get damage repaired.
No.
I mean, you could come down and get tires if you want to, but I ain't no point, really.
The only person I'm a little worried about now is the 15.
Yeah.
You know, with that door damage, I don't know how bad it is. But, I mean, if I'm him, I mean, still being, well, currently running third, I don't necessarily think you have to come down pit road because, I mean, we've seen time and time again here at Talladega, you could have damaged trucks or race cars, you know, actually pick up the win just by staying in the draft. But I don't know. Man, I don't know. Does look like the 15 may stay out.
Yeah, he's definitely going to stay out. I mean, I think in a way it's a smart move because she wasn't sure how many people was going to come in. Granted, a lot of them did have damage, so.
So I believe this is what, our 5th yellow?
Coming to 6 laps to go. This time, or is it 7? I think it's 7 right now. Yeah, it's still 7.
Yep, 7.
So we're coming to 6 laps to go next time by. We're going to go back Greenwood about 5 or 4 laps. I think we'll have 4, I believe.
Yeah, and I will say I don't think the cautions are over yet.
That's good. Good view.
I mean,
I think so anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it always tends to happen at these races anyways.
Todd, who's Michigan State play tomorrow?
They play Rutgers.
I don't know who Tennessee loses to tomorrow.
Probably a no-name team, so they will probably pick up a win.
They might.
How are they doing this year, by the way?
They've done okay. I think they've done better than what people thought they was going to. Like, I'll be honest, I didn't think they'd be good at all.
Yeah, both of my teams are 5-0. Just saying.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Michigan's ranked number 9. Michigan State 11.
Do you not pull for Eastern Michigan?
Sometimes I do, if they've got a chance at beating Michigan.
Tennessee is playing South Carolina, by the way. They're 3-2.
So, yeah, so they may have a chance at that one.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see. Yeah, I usually pull for them. Whoever Virginia Tech. I really don't personally care too much, but at the same time, I still want my whole team to do good.
Yeah, as long as you don't pull for them Florida State Seminoles, you know.
Yeah, I went to that. That's like, they're
Yeah, I
bad. They
know.
lost. Who did they lose to last week? It was a
I don't
really
even
bad
know.
team.
Yeah.
Like Jackson State or something?
Yeah, some no-name team.
It was a no-name team. That is true. It was a no-name team. I'm going to find it because I want to mention it.
Yes. So while you're doing that, I will give a field rundown. Gary Sexton will be your leader. Rich Jett now running second. Paul Crumrine with that damage going to be starting in third. Kevin Stone fourth. Ron Holyfield. Well, I was wrong. Holyfield is going to be starting fourth. Kevin Stone fifth. Ben Gillandwater sixth. Dustin Franklin seventh. Ben McDonald eighth. Derek Stanley ninth. And look at this, Michael Shore gonna restart 10th.
And just to point out, Florida State lost to Jackson State back on September 11th, 20-17. Still pretty bad.
Yeah.
They're playing North Carolina tomorrow.
That'll be another loss.
Probably. 100%. Who's the Lions play this week?
The Vikings, that'll be a loss.
I don't know why we're losing to Arizona.
Yep. I hate to say it, but yep.
That's true.
I mean, the injuries have plagued the Lions horribly this season. I mean, we're talking our two big offensive players may or may not even play because of injuries, so.
Well, let's see if there's any more injuries in this race tonight. Besides Hurt Pride.
And there might be. I mean, I'm surprised.
You hit hard enough here with one of them direct drive wheels. You feel it?
I know. I'm surprised we haven't gotten anything from Joey Gattina yet. He's probably still in the infield care center.
With a concussion.
So here we go.
Oh, gosh.
Pace truck down pit road.
Racing warehouse going to have all kinds of parts.
Yep. Gary Sexton going to lead the field to the green with Rich Jett to his outside.
5 laps to go, by the way.
Green flag out in the air here at Talladega. Going to be interesting to see what happens here as you got the 15 looking all over the back of that 13 in the inside lane. He's going to jump to the outside to pick up the 36.
Trying a little bit of side drag. Oh, the 36 big shot from the 4.
Yep. The 17 going to go up in front of the 36 as well. As now, look at this. The 11 has hooked up with the 13 on the bottom.
Goodness gracious. That 17 pushing hard on the back of this 15.
Yes, he's going to look to the inside here. Oh, big wreck.
Yeah, big wreck. 9 to 70. There's more in this one.
Yep.
The 70 got killed the wall. But there we go. Oof.
Yeah, that was a tough hit.
29 does a good job of avoiding that. Who is the 29? Doesn't you did a good job of avoiding that.
Yeah, we really haven't talked much about him tonight as well. And now this is going to put us. This is going to put us into a green-white checker situation.
I think you're right. So Paul Crumry in the 15 going to be out front. By the way, Todd, we are on 27 lead changes. One more lead change, we will tie our old record, which is pretty crazy for a 64-lap race.
Yeah, and I mean, we could definitely still see that and still break that record as well.
Yeah, there is a chance. I mean, a couple green-white checkers.
So now, I don't know if I really want to be this 15 out front right now.
Who you liking right now in the top 10 that could win this?
I mean, if you get the right people lined up behind you, I believe The 13 definitely has a really good shot here. I mean, right now he's currently 5th, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, if he can get the 11 to work with him really well, them two for sure will be the two I think would be hard to beat.
I like the 36. I don't know. He seems really fast and he seems really aggressive, so I like that.
Yeah, and I mean,
Especially
he's
now.
done a really good job.
He's up 22 spots, or 19 spots, I'm sorry. Paul Crumride's up 22 spots. I don't know. I think we'll double it next time 5, by the way.
Yep.
So this is going to be our first attempt at a green-white checker. I think we get 2 attempts in here, by the way.
I think you're right.
I think so. I'm not sure. It does not say, but I thought we did. So we'll just wait. And get ready to go back green here in just a moment after like I said, the first part of this race was very clean and green. The second half, we've had some yellows.
Mm-hmm.
Now puts us at our 5th caution here in this one.
But I mean, yeah, like you said, we had some green flag laps, and then we've had some yellows here as of late. I mean, this pretty much gives you the typical Talladega race. I mean, Talladega
Very
pretty
true.
much, this is normal.
Lately it has been, that's for sure. Talladega, recent years, has been a lot of wrecks involved.
I mean, it's up. It ranks up there with the short tracks for sure, as far as the amount of cautions. I don't know how many. Like, I don't know what the record is per se, as of lately. But I do remember. I think a while ago there was at one point maybe like 12 to 15 yellows in a cup race here at Talladega, and this is like early 2000s.
It's pretty brutal.
You remember that?
I do, and that was actually pretty brutal. Remember Daytona a couple years ago when Kurt Busch won?
Yes, that was a caution fest as well.
There wasn't one car that didn't have damage in that race.
No, everybody had damage. That would actually be a cool race to watch back again.
That was actually a good race. It was fun.
Because, yeah, like you said, everybody else had damage, so it's like, who had less damage than the other person.
And Kurt Busch literally got lucky because he had so much damage in that race.
Right.
I remember his race diecast, they even put the grass on the car.
I think you're right.
They did. But I think the grass is painted, unfortunately. I can't remember. I think they make one that's real, though. The Elite version, I think, might be real. Like, it's fake grass, but it's not painted.
Right.
We are double back up, by the way. We are going green-white checker.
Yeah, so for what you guys don't know about this green-white checker is when we come back to the start-finish line, we will take the green flag. If we make it back around without having a wreck, we will pick up the white flag. That will be the last lap of the race. And if we make it around again, the race will be official. If we get another yellow in between the green and the white, we will rack them and do it all over again.
There you go. We're ready to go here. We'll be 2 laps to go once we hit the line.
Yep. It will be Paul Crumride and Kevin Stone leading the field back to the green flag. Rich Jett and Bob Gillandwater are going to be your second row, and Gary Sexton and Derek Stanley going to be your third row.
We talked about PK at the beginning of this broadcast, talking about how good he is at these plate races.
Yeah, now I can see these guys. This is going to be getting crazy. So if I'm you and I'm sitting in a chair that's got some racing seat belts, I tighten them things up because this is going to get intense.
I agree. Midnight Thunder Series Race 1 ready to come to the green-white checker here at Talladega Super Speedway. As the pace truck does drop down pit lane, we are set to go here, possibly for the final time. We'll see. Tyler Dalton's back out on track. I just realized that.
Yeah, unfortunately, he ain't gonna
I'm not gonna be able to
help
make up any
much.
spots. Green flag is out.
Yeah, and look at this. The 15. I'm sorry, gonna have a big launch, but look at this. The 36 gonna have a good launch as well.
Yeah, they just left that bottom open.
Yep.
Oh, big push from the 13.
Yep, but look behind him. You got the 11 helping there.
You gotta kind of pull for
jump
him.
to the 15 on the outside. The 15 is gonna look to the outside of him.
Oh, we're going wreck. Here we go.
3
4 wide.
for second.
4 wide.
Yep.
Still
Look
4
at
wide.
this. These guys are leaving everything out there on the racetrack right now.
No way we make it back to the start-finish line, Todd.
We might.
No way. Right here, it's about to happen. Watch this.
Well, the 17 almost did as well.
We're gonna make it back to the checker or green or white flag, I think.
We might.
Here comes
White
the 13.
flag is out in the air. The 13 with a big push from the 4 on the outside in that third lane. Race is official no matter what. The 36 getting a push
They
from the
ain't
82.
making it back, dude. There ain't no way
I don't know. Paul
Ain't no
Crumrye with the big push from the 17 in the
Here comes
middle,
that
but here comes
13.
the bottom. Man, this is some really good racing right now.
3 and 4 for the final time here. Inside line getting a big run. Rich Jet on the inside. Followed by Paul Crumrye and then Gary Sexton up on the outside. Watch that 17 to jump up. There they go.
There we go. There we go. Paul Crumrye still keeps it straight.
4 wide. We're going to have a 4 wide finish, Todd.
4 wide finish.
Gary
Coming
Sexton.
to the line. Yep, Gary Sexton going to win it.
I don't know who got third. I think it was the 17.
It was
The 4.
The 4 getting third. Doug Newbigging, where did he come from?
Yeah, second place run from Doug Newbigging. It's a good run there. And at 29, the 4 Bob Gillandwater destroyed. If I'm Rich Jet, I'm probably a little upset as well.
Well,
but
you were racing to the line.
It was Talladega at the line. You are correct. All right, so it's time for interviews. We're going to talk to our top 3 if we can get them all in here. I don't know who's all in here at the moment.
What a finish.
That was pretty wild. Kevin Stone with the 4th place finish. Good run there. Ron Hollyfield with 6th place finish. Not bad. Derek Stanley
7th.
Yeah, 7th, not bad.
Hamish Gallagher 9th.
Yeah, Bentley Glasser coming back in 10th. Not bad. But your victory celebration is the 13 of Gary Sexton. The eye wraps. Very nice.
Yeah, very bright as well.
I like that car. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Paint. Let's see if we can get him in here and talk to him. Gary Sexton is waiting, so we will pull him in. Hey, Gary, it's Adam and Todd up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Wild race. First race of the season, and Talladega did not disappoint. Talk about that run.
Yeah, I gotta start off by giving credit to my spotter there, Michael Hall. He's awesome. I saw we were racing Dega tonight. I gave him a message to see if he wanted to come in and spot, because he's the man at keeping me aware of what's going on, especially late at night when I'm half asleep.
I hear you.
But yeah, that race was great. I mean, I had a lot of fun, especially battling with Joey and Bobby there most of the race. We were really mixing it up hard the whole time. Bobby didn't want to give up the lead, or Bobby didn't want to clear himself on the top, and Joey didn't want to give up the lead. I wanted the lead in most laps. Tyler was fun to work with until he got caught up in the wreck. He's real easy to push. It was wild. This is my first win in this league, so
awesome.
I'm pretty excited to get it. I just wasn't really expecting that.
Talk about that last lap.
Yeah, so I knew when that last restart when I was the leader, and they kind of didn't really get going on the bottom behind me, and it kind of had me fall back to 5th. I knew that, okay, on this next restart, I'm going to do everything I can to push the bottom line to the backstretch, and then once we get to the backstretch, we'll see where we go. And you kind of want to be on the top coming to the end in these trucks. I didn't want to be all the way at the top where I was. I wanted to be in the middle, but I kind of got shuffled out up there once I cleared the 36. These guys were playing for keeps, and that's what it's all about. But yeah, I got up to the top, and yeah, the 4 he stayed committed. Bob stayed committed with me, and that's all we really needed. I knew if we could just not get in whatever wreck unfolded coming to the line, we might be able to squeeze one out, and we did. So
definitely worked out, man. Nice looking truck, by the way. So now it's time for you to have the floor and give shout outs.
Yeah, I'm running my my iRaps.shop truck. iRaps is a company I own with my buddy Joe Johnson. We've been around for a while. He does custom wraps for people, and then I do as well. But I handle the iRaps.shop is the website where you can buy pre-made wraps just like this that you can customize the colors on and do whatever you want to. So go check out iRaps.shop, and yeah, I appreciate everybody here at the league and you guys putting on the broadcast, and we'll catch you next week.
Hey, go get some rest, dude. Good run tonight.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, buddy. All right, next up is Doug Newbigging. Going to finish in P number 2 here tonight once I figure out how to bring him in. Doug, it's Adam and Todd up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
P2 here tonight, man. Started 16th, and honestly, you shot up out of nowhere towards the end of this one and put yourself in a podium finish. Not a bad night overall.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I just basically sat back, just kind of watched the madness unfold. Had a clean car, I mean, until that ending there, and just made the top line work with 3 guys that finished top 3. And yeah.
Talk about that last restart, man. It was pretty. I mean, we seen 4 wide. It was pretty much everybody for themselves, it looked like.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was in a call with some people just trying to organize, but they all had damage and really couldn't keep up as well. And then we just kind of, the one guy that could keep up, he was on the bottom, I think, or somewhere else, and I just saw the opportunity to go top. And once I got hooked up with the 2 guys up there, the flag before coming back, we just got such a huge run that we got up to the lead. I just saw that momentum we had. I was like, okay, if I just stick up here, just absolutely shove the crap out of them, we could win this race easily. So that's what happened.
It definitely worked out, man. A second place finish. Shout outs and all that you want to give out?
Yeah. I'll give a shout out to Track Racer, JWR Racing, and yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Good
and
job, buddy.
the people who put this on tonight.
For sure. Hey, good job.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man. Next up, we're going to talk to Bob Gillandwater, finishing in P3 tonight. Bob had a really good run, and really, the one that should be thanking Bob is Gary Sexton up there. So we'll pull him in right now and talk to Bob right now. Bob, it's Adam and Todd up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you trackside.
I was just saying that Gary Sexton probably has been thanking you since the last few laps. Talk about that run, man, and you pushed him up to the win.
Yeah, we kind of got stacked up a little bit. I think we got 4 wide.
You did.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, and I kind of backed out a little bit, lost some momentum, and then I seen Big Sexy coming around, hit the outside, so I was like, yep, that's where I need to be, and I was committed, man. I was just going to shove him for everything I could.
Yeah, man. Talk about this race. I mean, we went a lone green flag run. We did pit stops, and then chaos broke loose after that. Then it was just basically everybody out there for themselves trying to survive.
Yeah, I've got lucky a couple times, man. I barely missed one of those. Real happy with how everybody did. I mean, Steve puts on such a great show over here Friday nights. It's just amazing, and I hadn't been around in a while. I've had a busy summer and hope to be here a lot more, but a lot of new names for me, but really impressed. I mean, Dega, you're going to have those wrecks, but, like you said, we had that long run, and I was pretty happy.
23rd, or started 5th, finishing 3rd. That's always a good night, man. Shout outs and all that you want to give out?
Yeah, just once again to Sim500, of course, the league, and Steve Herring for running the show here. And appreciate you guys, Trackside Racing Network, and Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation for being on the truck. And good race, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Hey, good job tonight, man. Congrats on 3rd.
Yeah, thanks Adam.
Todd, thoughts on the race, man? It was a wild one.
Yeah, storybook ending to this one here at Talladega, where it pretty much brought you everything that a Talladega race would have brought you, I guess, in a sense. You know, you've seen some big names go out early, and you got some guys that we don't really talk about as much, you know, coming up here in the top 3, and you know that's pretty cool to see the 13 get his first win
Yeah.
of the league. You know, I never thought that was his actually
I didn't either.
his actual first win.
Yeah, it kind of caught me off guard a little bit too.
So
I liked Bob's interview. That was pretty
yeah,
funny.
that was funny.
That was pretty good. No, honestly,